I've been thinking to myself recently, what if the grass could be green on both sides? So I've been working at music and doing what I love for a living and YouTube and all that. I put my day job hours down to part-time, and that was like 6 months ago, or that was a while ago. And now here I am, after experiencing 6 months. I gotta say, it's this thing is very relevant in ways on how I keep my morale up, my sanity, whenever nothing seems to be going my way, or I don't get the results that I desire. And obviously I desire to do YouTube and music for a living, strongly. But it goes back to this saying, and the saying makes me think more about, even if I did achieve what I wanted and everything, the grass isn't necessarily greener on the other side. And that's something I've been putting forth into my life, is seeing how much greener I can make the grass where I'm at right now. Just enjoy the moment and enjoy the process and try my best. But instead of hyper focusing on, eventually I'll get there to the other side. Right now sucks, but then I'll be happy. Letting go of that thought process and way of thinking and being, and go more towards the grass can be green on both sides. And that's not to say like toxic positivity, like, yeah, I got problems, but none of them matter. Or like, I don't know, avoiding your problems and just disconnecting. That's also a part of it. There's, you can either look forward to the future and say my life will be better then, or just say my life is good now, even whenever everything is actually going wrong and you're just in denial. And I've been on both ends of that. Now I'm more focusing on where I'm at and seeing what I can do. And so, for example, I brought my hours down to part-time, but then I got the blessing and opportunity, or I was able to spend a whole month with my son, which is amazing. That's that's a very good thing. And I did find out, though, obviously I get to spend a whole month with my son every year, just about. Seems that's what happens. I'm not going to go into the agreement or anything. I'm just trying to share part of my life, and how spending that month with my son, my entire focus was on him for the most part. I didn't record any videos or do anything unless he was asleep. And so part of me, like the old me that was so hyper fixed on getting to that new state of my life, would have felt what's the word, antsy, and like not depressed but down about the lost time of being able to figure that out. Not in a way like, oh, this is more important than my son, because the livelihood of my future is also good for him. And obviously he's the priority. And now, and even then, years ago, whenever I had a more unhealthy state of mind, hyper focused on the results, I still obviously prioritized my son and enjoyed that time more than chasing my own selfish dreams. Or selfish is weird way to put them, because I'm building them around others, but it is about myself. It's art that I love to create, and I'm going after living the life with the freedom to create this art, which is a privilege. And being there for my son is absolutely mandatory. It's It's something that being a present father is very important. But that doesn't take away the fact of the struggle of the amount of time that someone has, especially people who are like single parents and work multiple jobs and all this, which is also brings me back to the saying of the grass can be green on both sides. And instead of making myself a victim and just being like, oh, I didn't get this time and now I have no videos to upload and now I'm just going to continue to be a failure and never reach the breaking point, I can realize that the breaking point, it's all an illusion and a fantasy. And that's not to say that what I'm doing doesn't matter and that one day I might actually be able to do this for a living. But also just keeping how realistic it is in mind. It's important to just enjoy the process, see where I'm at, and not get so hyper-focused so I get burnt out or depressed about where I'm at. And that's what brings me back to the saying, the grass is green on both sides. We can make the grass greener on the side that we're on if the grass is dying. There's ways. You can find seeds and water and remove anything that's keeping it from having light. And it's hard. I mean, these are all words. This is me explaining my thought process and I guess the philosophical idea of it, or trying to put in how I'd absorb things or go through things, or how I'm doing right now. What was I saying? It's hard. Yeah, these are all words. Like, I mean, I still struggle with at certain moments of just feeling like I could be doing more, or I should be doing more, or there's something else, some other way to be going about doing this, and just putting all this time and effort into building and creating so much and not getting what I want out of it. That's in me. That's a part I'm working past. And I'm not saying it's very strong. Like, I feel like most people have a certain aspect of this where they're longing for something more. We all long for more inside of our lives. And figuring out how to go along with the longingness instead of letting it tear me apart psychologically. And it's going all right, honestly. I mean, I feel like I'm growing and I'm getting more perspective and making progress while going through deep lows and stuff. Like, it was a bit, or it can be a bit overwhelming whenever I get in that state of mind and then I'm like at work and dealing with all these angry people and then I'm already upset at myself or about something that's I'm hyper focusing on that ruins my mood, and then that happens week after week after week, and then I feel isolated. Like, that's very apparent in my life, but after those moments and I grow from them and I go back the next day and the next week and I try my best to see how I can be and not let other people affect me and not let my strong desires for my dream to affect my state of mind and emotional stability. So that's what I wanted to talk about. If you resonate with this, or if you're dealing with anything like this, or you just want to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Become a patron if you want to help me do this for a living, or hire me to perform live music at your event. Thank you. For the animals! Woo!